but still I feel like I'm a visitor to my own home. So you ring me up to tell me you're getting married to a girl that I don't know except as friends. In the life I had before, you should have heard my scream of silence. I hope you heard my scream, just shining. I know I never let you know the truth about the weather of my soul, but even so I didn't know you'd ever make your own conclusion. I was better. Yes, I saw the letter and it upset me so much I thought of never visiting again. But with my selfless state of mind I thought I'd carry on, try to make it nice for Daddy. I hope you heard my scream of silence. I hope you heard my scream, just shine as I know time heals pain. My life's back on track, but it's just a shame that time's done its job in healing me. But you never had to see, you never had to see my scream. Hope you heard my scream of silence. I hope you heard my scream of silence. I hope you heard my scream of silence. I hope you heard my scream of silence.
I mean, I've only been here for a year because I've just started at the uni of Nottingham. So I've only been here for a year, so...
When I've seen you down at the Golden Fleece by any chance on the open?
Not the Golden Fleece, I played at the Berlin. I had a gig through... Do you know Adam Peter Smith?
Yes, I do. I love Adam. He's cool.
Yeah, I was going to ask him to play with me today, but I'm so unorganised. I only asked him this morning and he came over, so he didn't do that.
He did a session for us.
Did he?
Yeah, he did not that long ago. Beautiful session.
Yeah, no, he's really good. So yeah, through him, because he doesn't open mic, so I played at the Berlin.
Yeah, I'd recommend the Fleece if you're looking for open mic night on Monday.
Really?
The lovely Bruce, honestly, Bruce Myers down there does a great open mic night. There's a lot of students go down for it as well. It's a really nice vibe. It really is.
Yeah, okay.
What's your plan then? Where do you see your music going? Sorry if that was an abrupt change. I like doing that just to see people's faces.
No, where else am I going? Well, sort of since I was 14, I've always had art and music as my passions, but then I've kind of always wanted to study as well, so I'm doing English and History of Art at the moment in Nottingham. I've got my exams at the moment, so I'm kind of putting music aside for a bit. But I see myself... I haven't, as I say, I'm unorganised and I don't really have a plan as such, like, I don't really have a set plan, like the next year I'm going to do this, the next 10 years I'm going to do this, the next 20 years I'm going to be this. But I like just have ambition, and so I just want to keep going, doing what I'm doing, just get more and more gigs, try and get more kind of nationwidely known. And then, yeah.
I think focus on the music and see where it takes you.
Yeah, and I never want to make it so it's a commercial thing, so that my primary interest is in making songs for a certain gig. I just want it to be, if this makes sense, I want it to be a hobby that can be translated into a job.
That's exactly what my vibe is. I'm with you all the way.
Yeah.
No word of a lie. Yeah, something I can get creative and passionate about.
Yeah.
And hopefully pays the bills one day.
I don't want to have sort of deadlines and things like that. And obviously I have deadlines, but I want it to be a sort of, because I write very impulsively. I don't really say, right, I'm going to write a song and I've got 3 weeks to write it, and then I just can't write like that. So I have to kind of wait until
the moment strikes, then it's pouring out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to wrap this up, believe it or not. It goes so quickly, but I'm curious. If there's one question that you wish I would have asked you, I'm not being a smart ass here, I'm just curious. If there's a question that you wish I would have asked you, that's put you on the spot, hasn't it?
Question that I didn't know.
What do you want people to think about you and know about you?
What do I want people to think about me?
Yeah, know about you. What's your vibe?
I don't know, I just prefer to be kind of a down-to-earth person. I don't want to get into all that pop stuff, like. But then it's hard to do that and get somewhere, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a big market for that. So.
It's a compromise everybody faces.
Yeah. Just kind of, I can't think of a question. I mean, I'm going to get l'esprit d'escalier, that French expression for you think of it when you walk down the stairs.
Oh, obviously.
But.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter, to be honest. That was quite a good answer you gave anyway. It's just a question to trick you up and see what comes out. I think that was a great set. I really look forward to what else you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Georgie. I really appreciate it.
was weightless, so I could float. I wish you could see me now and hold me by the hand. I'm losing all my faith in life as the stupid toy crumbles. I'm sleeping in my car tonight, and I only dream of you. I struggle to form a smile, and I know that some days are better than others. They're better than others, and I know that one day the sun will implode, and that will be better than others. Better than others, yeah. Ooh. sick of playing these toilet venues. I know I deserve more. I've been described as a workaholic. Now I'm verging on catastrophic. I'm struggling to form a smile. I've been like this for a while, but I know some days are better than others. They're better than others. And I know that one day the sun will implode, and that will be better than others. Better than others. I try to run, but my legs can't take the pain. I've been driving for days and everywhere looks the same, yeah. And sleeping on the best friend's floor ain't exactly what I'd call a tour. It's a shambles of a career, of a career. And I know some days, some ways are better than others. They're better than others. And I know someday the sun will implode, and that will be better than others. Be better than others.
Oh man.
So, how's that for you, Parisa?
That was amazing, Paul. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
I had such a
much.
good time. And my dad came as well. The first time my dad's seen anything. Yeah, I was. I think it was proud to see me jump off stage, give a few speeches, but you encouraging it, you bring it out of me.
Well, it's that bit of your dad, kind of puffs up like a pigeon.
Yeah.
He doesn't say he's proud, but kind of walks around like this. I love it. I used to love it in my day. So quite a roster of artists you've got going on, mate.
They were pretty special. Yeah, well, it was like each one you saw that, like each one is just so unique. Georgie, like faffing around with the guitar strap, and then dropped straight into a tune. Like,
God, how the hell did you do that?
I know. I would have just been like, oh no, I can't do it now. But she just like dropped in, and I got goosebumps at 3 points during her set.
Absolutely.
Like, Georgie Rose, 17 years old.
It's terrifying.
I
Isn't
might
it?
kill her.
No, I tell you what, there's an artist. It's just a thrill to watch. It's a thrill to watch all of them. I'll be honest with you. Georgie, not other Georgie, but both Georges and Frazer. They're just.
Frazer.
Got
so
it going
funny.
on.
Yeah, good. They're really humble, you know. Like, oh no, I don't want a phone call.
Well, you just have to keep talking. Leave it, like
Right,
We're interviewing now, mate. They can
we're
wait.
interviewing now.
So I tell you what, we know how great your artists are. When people have seen this, they're gonna know.
Yes.
It sounds daft. We don't need to talk about them so
No.
much. What's going on with you? Because you're now setting up a label, is that right? Is that the plan?
Well, it's Acoustickle is going to become like a management, and then we're going to make CDs and push them out there. But my idea is basically to be with them quite a step of the way, and then get them to a point where they are able to sign and then get taken over. I'm not going to
You're the new
hold
Tommy
them back.
Farmyard, but with boobs.
Tommy Farmyard with boobs.
Tommy Farmyard's got boobs.
Nice dresses.
I'm not even sure about that.
Yeah, well, like, I'm not going to stop him. I'm very aware that I can't do much, and that it's not like going to be my career choice. But I believe in them strongly, and I want to take them around the country and get their music out there and sort things like this out for them. And
I don't think you should underestimate yourself, Bruce.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're like a mama bear. You know what I mean? You look after your cubs. I know that.
I want Mama Bear on this side, and then I want to do all the other things that I do, and
I'm not going to put any of it past you.
Really?
No.
Do you think so? Thank you.
No, damn right, mate. You make things happen.
Oh.
That's the point about being the Nottingham scene. No,
you're
I'm not
very-
being nice about it. I'm speaking facts.
You don't ever talk about yourself, Paul. Look what you just achieved, like putting all the...
So when's this going to come together, this management company? You said
Well,
we can change the subject.
we've started, like really, we've got the ball rolling, just setting up little things, like using contacts that I made, you know, like introduced him to say, like Simon Wilson helped me out and got Georgie an interview in the Evening Post, which was out on Friday.
That was great. 38p.
Yeah, and Southall Folk Festival, so Georgie's playing that again. 4 times actually in a weekend.
Wow, that's quite cool.
Yeah, and then hopefully in July we're going to go all around the country. Me, Fraser, Georgie's parents, and just like, yeah, we'll ride around, we'll have a few drinks, we'll have a laugh.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's about getting the music out there, and it's such early days. We can't really be like, oh, we want to make loads of money. It's just like we want to make enough money to survive, and that's really the aim. I want to get a bit of funding in so I can buy an acoustical banner so that can be up with photos and get all their CDs properly printed, pay for some good recording, pay for videographers and photographers from Nottingham, and just, you know, like put the trade back into the city and like produce something beautiful that will last forever. And even if nothing comes of it, then we've all got a few CDs.
What is nothing comes of it? If you produce quality, this is my
memories.
whole vibe. If it all ended tomorrow, if you produce quality, that's it.
That's it. It lasts forever.
Yeah. You produce loads of quality, mate. Where can people get in touch with you and find?
Well, I have now launched acoustickle.co.uk, yes, and I've got info@acoustickle.co.uk. I've even got a Pariser at acoustickle.co.uk. At Facebook, we've got a page, click like, and then, you know, just come to a gig. They're once a month between the Alley Cafe and the Maze, every 3rd Thursday, more or less. Always fresh artists, a few favourites, and then some touring acts as well. So for the next one, I've got a barbershop quartet,
Sweet.
which is Will Jeffrey's dad. It's like
Wicked. Oh, wicked.
yeah, I know, it's going to be sick. Yeah, there's a lot coming up, and yeah, hopefully it should be all good. I'm just trying not to take everything so seriously and have a bit of a laugh. Like, money is always a bit of an object. If anyone out there wants to fund me, that would be fabulous.
Me first.
Yeah, no, just to put back, even like, it sounds like you're asking a lot, but a couple of grand. It makes a huge difference. Like, we're trying to make money out of no money, not even make money. We're trying to make things happen. Yeah. And I hate that it comes back down to money, but it does, unfortunately, sometimes.
The plus side of it is, in this town, you need a lot less money because there's an awful lot of people, lovely people like James, who's holding this video camera right now, who look after you. That's the way of it.
People as well,
Massively
not just
creative
willing
zone.
to do stuff, but actually like sick at what they do. Like, we're surrounded by like fabulous people all the time.
That's where we end this interview. Frazer, I fucking love you.
I love you.
Awesome, thanks so much.
Tonight's the night we pack our bags and leave in ruins this malnourished land. I hate to leave my friends behind, but my mama told me that things will be fine. It's you and me against the world. Remember when I wrote that song for you, girl? But now we're off to unfamiliar places and off to see foreign faces. Now just promise, my dear, that tonight you won't shed a tear. 'Cause tonight's the night where everything changes for the better, for the better, for the better. Tonight's the night we pack our bags and leave in ruins this malnourished land. I hate to leave my friends behind, but my mama told me that things will be fine. It's you and me against the world. Remember when I wrote that song for you, girl? Now just promise, my dear, that tonight you won't shed a tear. 'Cause tonight's the night where everything changes for the better, for the better, for the better. But I can't promise you, my dear, that tonight I won't shed a tear. 'Cause tonight's the night where everything changes for the better, for the better, oh, for the better, oh, for the better, oh, for the better.
Play 3 new songs that I've never played live.
I thought that was fucking brave when you said it.
Yeah. Well, what was going to be braver is that I wrote a song an hour before we left for here. It was called, what was it called? If I Could Dance, I'd Do the Sun Dance. And I froze just before I got on stage. Forgot the words, forgot the chords.
Bless you. If I had a guitar now, mate, we'd have it.
Yeah, you would, you know. I've got the lyrics on my phone. Maybe another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, played 2 first songs I played. I wrote them, I did like a mini tour. Well, I tried to anyway. I started booking it in November last year. And booked loads of dates. I got 14 dates, I think. And then, would you know it, they all just cancelled. All over a long period of time. I think 3 venues closed. 1 venue just double booked me. Another venue put on a different night and didn't know I existed. I just went on like that. I ended up having 3 shows, or 4 shows left. 2 were in Cambridge where I used to live. So I drove down there, slept on a best mate's floor, as you do, for the first one. The second one, he wasn't there, so I had to sleep in my car. And I don't know if you've ever tried sleeping in a car.
It's the most comfortable thing on the planet, man.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Yeah, I wasn't in the best mood the next day, so I ended up cancelling that gig.
So you're down to 3 out of 14.
Yep, and then I cancelled the gig later on in the week, so that was 2. So that was my tour.
Yeah.
It was quite a shambles.
It sounds really difficult, mate, but I think the thing is, once you played a place, I think you're sorted.
Yeah,
once people have seen you, I think you're fine. It's getting them to see you.
Things at Cambridge, the music scene, I don't want to offend anyone in Cambridge, but it is dead.
Right.
It has been dead since I've started playing music there.
And you're in the right town right now, man.
Exactly. That tour sort of, I miss Nottingham so much. Because when I moved here, I've got to be honest, obviously when you move to a new city, you're not going to like it straight away because things are different. And I wrote my EP, Things Have Changed, all about when I moved here, the feelings I felt. One of the songs was about, because I moved here because my girlfriend's going to Nottingham Trent, and I didn't really want her to leave me. I was in a dead-end job anyway, so I thought it was a good idea for a new start. But when I got here, the only thing I wanted to do was run back to Cambridge. And it just inspired 5 new songs that I think are some of the best I've ever written. And then I started playing them. Second gig was here at the Maze. I met Parisa just came in to use the toilet, and she overheard me play it, gave me a card, and then we sort of went from there.
She's got a lot of faith in you guys, man.
Yeah, Parisa's. I've got to be honest. I think if Parisa hadn't come up to me that day, I probably wouldn't have bothered carrying it on. I probably would have just found a job.
You know what? When she sees that, she's going to be thrilled because she's got so much faith in you guys. I'm not telling you. She's putting a label together for you guys. That's how much faith she's got.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So can I ask you this? I mean, I see where you're at right now, and as I say, I thought it was really brave the way you played today. Kind of roughly where you're heading, because this is a moment in time. Where would you like to be heading right about now?
Well, for the rest of the year, I'd just like to get more well known in Nottingham, play more gigs in Nottingham, but good gigs. I'd like to pack a place out. That's ideally what I want by the end of this year. I've got 2 music videos under my belt. I've got another one coming, which is a huge project.
There's a point, man. Where can people find your stuff online?
It's youtube.com/Frazer Music.
I've heard of YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the YouTube?
It's the YouTube.
Quite popular. Frazer Music, sorry. F-A-R-Z-E-R? Sorry, Z-E-R.
F-R-A-Z-E-R Music. I've got 2 of my music videos on there. I do loads of top 40 covers as well. I used to do that. That was sort of to give myself a bit of a name on YouTube.
Yeah.
It sort of worked. I've got my own website, FrazerLowrie.com. Lowrie's Lowrie. Buy all my music on there. Although most of it's free, to be fair. I believe in the stage I'm in now, I should be giving it away free. Maybe when I'm a bit more established, I'd definitely love to sell it. I think people,
I'd like some money, please.
Yeah, I think people will be happy to buy stuff off me if I was a bit more established. But at the moment, I'm asking people to spread the love, so yeah.
That pretty much sums it up, mate. That's where we're all at right now, isn't it?
Definitely. That's what Nottingham's all about anyway. It's spreading love. People need to, like you said on Facebook the other day, people need to like, I think it was, anyway, people need to realise how great the city is. Someone said like Manchester, Liverpool, London, they've all had their time. I think it's our time to shine in music, arts and all that sort of thing. And I think Acoustickle Frazer, she's found the two Georgies. I mean, wow. I mean, I knew Georgie Rose Howe, like, she is my favourite artist in Lowrie. I just heard Georgie Mason, I thought she was amazing. Just the amount of talent in the city is unbelievable. It's quite scary because it does make you think.
No, mate, you've got nothing to be scared of. Look at the company you're in.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's not an accident. No. Listen, man, got to go. Got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But, anything you want to say? Anything I've missed out asking you?
I don't think so, to be honest.
In which case, big up Nottingham, blah, blah, blah. No, mate. Absolute pleasure, Frazer. I really enjoyed your set, man.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's it, we're done. How awesome was that, mate?
That was alright.
That went really quickly.
I'm not pessimistic, I'm being realistic. Why can't you see? There's not much of a difference, just a bit more distance between you and me. No, I don't like the sun on this side of the world, and I'm sorry I'm stuck in my ways, my girl. But I am what I am, but I won't let you walk alone. But when things go bad, I will turn my back, and I won't stop till I've run 10 miles. And as the city burns, I will take my turn, fighting fire with dead wood and oh, with fire with dead wood and oh. Can you hear the sirens call? The voices could overcrowd the Albert Hall. No, I won't let you walk alone. But in the words of a coward, there's one thing I want you to do. Taught me how to make things go bad. I will turn my back, and I won't stop till I run 10 miles. And as the city burns, I will take my turn, fighting fire with dead wood and oh, with fire with dead wood and oh. Fire with dead wood and oh. Fire with dead wood and oh. Fire with dead wood and yes, I know it's wrong. Yes, I know it's wrong. Yes, I know it's wrong to be so cowardly, but I can't afford the courage. But when things go bad, I'll turn my back, and I won't stop till I run 10 miles. And as the city burns, I will take my turn, fighting fire with dead wood and oh, fire with dead wood and